Well, here we are once again, back at Stuff in Excel, and today we're going to talk about using goalseek in Excel. So goalseek is a really interesting tool. It allows you to set a goal, and then it will manipulate a variable to determine how you would achieve that goal. It can be a very useful tool, particularly when you've got very complex computations. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to simply do a really simple example first, and we'll progress to a more complex situation. So let's just say we've got this information. We've got sales units are 37,500. That's what we expect. We have a sales price of $50 per unit. $18.50 variable cost per unit, and $736,000 in fixed costs. Right now, that generates for us a expected profit of $445,250. Now, the question is, what would I need to do in order to get that down to zero? How many units would I need to sell to get that to zero? Well, I could start manipulating and figuring it by math, but goalseek allows us to do this really, really easily. So I'm going to go up to my data tab up on the top of Excel, and over on the right we have a what if analysis. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to select goalseek. So when I hit goalseek, it's going to bring up a little window for me. This window is going to ask me basically for three things. First of all, what cell am I going to be manipulating? What is my target cell? Right now that's going to be my expected profit, and I want the expected profit down in the next thing I want to be that set to zero. Now I want to manipulate my sales units in order to achieve that, so I'll tab down and I'll manipulate. I can say I want to manipulate cell B2, and when I hit OK, it's going to automatically compute for me how many units I have to sell to break even, and there it is right there, 23,365. Now another way to use this would be to try to see what should my sales price be in order to achieve a profit of zero. So let's go back to our previous example where we had 37,500, and let's say this time we're going to do what if. We're going to do goalseek, and we're going to set our profit to zero. And now we're going to manipulate the sales price to see what our sales price would need to be in order to break even. So basically we'd say we do this, it tells us a sales price of $38.13 per unit will allow us to break even. So anything we can sell above that would give us profit. So this would also tell us we wouldn't want to go below an average sales price of $38.13. Now, let's go look at another example. So we've got a situation where we've got a student who's earned a certain number of points during the semester. You see they got a 62 on exam 1, an 81 on exam 2, 78 on exam 3, and they've done very well on homework, quizzes, and the project. What do they need to get on the final exam to get an A for the course? So we're going to use goalseek for that. So we're going to say what if, and we'll go to goalseek. And what we want to do is we're going to set total points, which is down here in cell D10, to the number of points needed for an A, which is 540. And now we're going to manipulate the final exam score. And we hit OK, and it's going to tell us that person would need a 178 out of 150. Well, that's not going to happen because there's absolutely no way to do that. So let's go back in and cancel this. And let's go back in and do a what-if analysis. What do they need to do to get a B for the semester? So again, it's going to be cell D10. We're going to set that this time to 480 points, which is the number of points needed to get an A. And we're going to manipulate cell D8. And when we hit OK, it's going to tell us this person can get a B for the course if they get 118 points out of 150 on the final exam. So they're a really good tool to help us make these kinds of determinations. Now let's go look at a much more complex situation. So in this situation, we have some information about a program. It's really complicated computations. We've got a bunch of information up here in the top part of the screen for the first 3 years of the program. We know that the program already had 12 students in year 1, and it had $218,000 in revenue, $474,000 in costs, and had a loss of $255,620. So the question is, what do they need to do? How many students do they need in year 2 in order to break even? So we're going to use goalseek for that. We're going to go up here and hit what if and go to goalseek. We're going to choose our profit down here, projected profit. We want to set to 0. And so we'll set that to 0. And we want to manipulate the number of students in the program. And that's going to tell us that we need 25 students in the program in order to break even in year 2. So the next question is, what do we have to do in year 3 if we want to make a profit? So now we're going to go to year 3 and we're going to do a different analysis. We're going to do goalseek. We're going to manipulate $488,000 loss down there in cell D32. We're going to set that to a profit of $100,000, and we're going to do it by changing the cells up here in cell D4, which is the number of students. When we do that, it tells us we need 32 students in year 2 in order to reach $100,000 profit. So you can see in a really complex situation how using goalseek would be really, really helpful. Hopefully that was good for you. If you liked the video, click the like button below. We'd love for you to subscribe to the channel and make sure and hit that notification bell so that you're notified whenever new videos come out. We'll see you real soon right back here on Stuff in Excel.